Good evening, YouTubers. I'm out on my balcony just enjoying the gorgeous evening. The storm clouds rolling in. I love me a good storm. Well, I had to share this with you. I was out in my neighborhood today because I needed some fresh greens. So what I'd like to do is find somebody's yard who is a little infested with dandelions. Got lots of nice healthy greenery with no actual flowers. And I come in and take it all. Now, I don't want to put it right into my compost right away. I like to let it dry out for a day or two. Not too long though, because you don't want to lose too much nitrogen. My compost, this is all from my garden and my all the gardens on the garden beds on my property here that I'm no longer allowed to use, but I removed all the plant matter that I grew and I am composting some of it here. Now, as you can see, it's becoming quite rich. I come out here, give it a toss, a stir, and dump it from one bucket to another once, twice a day. Now, I was driving around my neighborhood and I noticed somebody had put out a great big bin of grass clippings. So I decided, ooh, I want some grass clippings. I need some of that for my compost. So I came back with this nice little bucket here, and I had my gardening gloves, and I started picking up some grass and dumping it in the bucket here, and I'm realizing as I'm digging down and down into this grass bucket, I'm finding all this really gorgeous, already composting material. It's nice, it's hot, it's got that gray kind of dead look to it. It's nice, it's kind of moist, like if you squeeze it really hard you might get a drip. So I got a bigger bin and came back and got me some more of this compost because yeah, it's really fantastic. Just be back in just a minute. That was a panicked call from my buddy. Hey, I was digging through my gear. Can you check your table? I think I left my weed at your house. And I go and I check the table and I'm not seeing any weed anywhere. And so I tell him, like, no man, I think you must have lost it. And we're like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I'm like, fine. I look way under the table down in the dark and there's a baggie with some weed. And I'm like, hey, found your weed. He's like, yay. So that's always a happy thing when that happens, right? Love windfalls. And this here organic compost that I scored from my neighbor is some of the richest, healthiest, hottest compost. It will heat, because my compost, it's been heating up, but not very much. This is gonna turn my whole compost around. I'm gonna have to reconsider my composting bin arrangement here. I think I'm gonna need a bigger bin. Alright. I'm gonna get to work mixing this stuff up and turning it into a single solitary unit, and I will bring you, oh, before I go, my Brussels sprouts coming along grand. Brought out a couple broccoli and cauliflowers. They're really not doing much. I thought maybe some outdoors would help them out, some sunlight, but really all it's done is kill off these ones and, well, have massive plant munchers attacking this one. But it's really good to kind of keep nice stinky cabbages around your marijuana plants, because the caterpillars will go for your stinky cabbages before they go for your marijuana plant. Now, I have just been having some trouble with clones lately. I definitely let them get way too tall before I started training. And as I was manipulating the stem, it started to split right, I don't know if I can get, started to split right up the stem there. Can you see that? So with that happening, I decided to stake it up, give it a good wrap. This is wrapped very loosely. It's not restricting the plant at all. And in a couple of days, I'm going to take it off. And at that point, I should just be able to wrap that spot up with some plant tape, and it should be good. But really, I am finding that, yeah, I waited way too long on training these. Snip, snap, 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 snap. Yeah, no good. Over here, we were looking at them, but I didn't really talk about them. Here's one of those beautiful roses. I love the colors on this rose bush. Beautiful. My carrots look like they need a little bit of a drink. Everybody's thirsty. I try to do that after the sun goes the other side of the building. Like now. Lettuce is coming along really nice. I'm excited. And yeah, so this is what's going on, my little outdoor garden. But things are going to change out here on this balcony. Just you wait. Okay.